Sorry for the song. I ain't been smoking much. Feature on my arm.
Hip hop preserving the culture. We're here in the 914 with Tmmy X.
Tmmy X, yeah.
Star Killer Tmmy X. How should I call it?
Bomb Bear, what way you know?
Okay.
Tmmy X, yeah.
Well, let's start with the name, man. Where'd you get the name?
Even before rapping, so Tmmy X came from, but even before rapping, my name is Tim, first off.
Okay.
When I would put my contacts in people's phone, you know, I used to meet a lot of people, and when you put your number in your phone, you don't always want to put your name, so I just put X as I would just put an X.
Gotcha.
That's it. If you want to text me, my thing was just an X. So then it just like then people that knew me as Tim would add that X to the end. So that's how that became.
Okay. So you're from Peekskill, you said?
Yeah, I'm from the 914 area. I like to say I'm from the 914 area in general because I spent so much time everywhere around here. I spent time in White Plains, I spent time in Yonkers, I spent time in Peekskill, I spent time in Croton, I spent time in... So I'm really, like, I know everybody from everywhere and anywhere. Everyone's always like, oh, he's from here, he's from here. I'm, like, really from this whole
area.
The whole area.
Okay.
I know everybody everywhere, and everywhere you go, people be like, he's from here.
Tell everybody a little bit about you, man. Like, you're from the 914.
Yeah, I'm from the 914. I feel like I have been doing hip-hop music. I've been rapping, like, as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid. Way
How
before...
old would you say, 10, 9?
Nah, before that. Like,
before
5,
that?
Bro. 4. Like,
okay.
I've only listened to hip-hop my entire life. It's the only thing I ever
Who were you listening to at age 4?
You don't want to admit it. It was probably, like, Eminem, probably back then. Probably, like... I remember being put on to, like... I was put on to hip-hop first before anything. So Eminem, I grew up really big on, like, 50 Cent growing up. You know, obviously the old school before that type of stuff. But I'm a little older. I'm 30 now, so.
Okay.
So I'm a little older than, like, the current scene, so I'm back in with that shit, you know? So I didn't miss all that.
Would you say Eminem or 50 influenced your music in any way?
Nah, I wouldn't say that, but that's what I was listening to back in the day. I mean, obviously I probably had a phase. I probably had, like, yeah, Eminem phase when I was, like, 13, like, rapping. I remember rapping, like, I remember when I was a little kid, I used to think, oh, when I'm, like, mad old, I'm going to make my career off just, like, I'm going to just be, like, rap Eminem old songs and nobody will know what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was a little kid, like, 9 years old, that's what I used to think. My whole life. Like,
give it a few years, maybe.
Nah. But, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this forever. That's really all I ever thought I was ever going to do is make music.
Okay.
So that's all I ever been doing.
What attracted you to rap?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I guess, like, I don't know. I guess just a love for it. Now it's just like a pure love for a creation. At the time, I don't know what drew me to it, but I'm glad I did. Because now it's just the love of, like, making stuff. You know, and it's led me to learn that I love to just create in general. I make tons of stuff. More than just music, like art, everything.
Have you started producing your own music yet? No?
I have made beats and I've done production. I wouldn't say it's like a love of mine. It's definitely so hard. It's definitely complicated. I shout out to everybody that does production because that is super. It takes like time to do that. Not that any creative doesn't, but that's hard to make.
Who would you say influences your music now, or does anyone influence your music?
Yeah, all the time. I'm influenced by tons of things. Like, I think you have to be influenced by a lot of things to be a great creator. Although probably people won't admit that, but you know, inspiration comes. You might hear something dope, see something dope, and that's inspired, and then instantly I go and make something because of that feeling that it gave me. Not that I'm influenced by it, but you kind of are if it gives you that feeling. You know, I might wake up in the morning and just bump my Spotify, hear a song, and then that puts me in the mood to go make a song. The song I make might not sound like that, but I was inspired to put me in a vibe to go.
How often do you write or go in the studio? Every morning?
I have,
so you write a song every day?
Not that I write a song every day,
verse?
but I like, probably. I have a mini version of this room in my bedroom. And I wake up every morning, like, I like to wake up no alarm. Like, I wake up when I wake up, and then I just...
Put something down.
I drink a cup of coffee, and I just, like, sit over. I turn all my computers on, turn, like, my whole room on, and I just, like, whatever comes out of it. For instance, this song that we were working on today, is like I just woke up. I was literally just drinking my coffee, and I made a song called Coffee, about how I sip my coffee, and it just became a vibe. Like
I was listening to some of the songs you have like attached to your Instagram coming up here. Got some dope shit.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get more on the content creation side. Like we were talking about before, it's tricky nowadays to navigate promotion and business and all that
Everything,
stuff.
yeah.
It's definitely something I'm lacking on. I'm getting better at it. Like that's how we met.
Absolutely.
That stuff.
Absolutely. I just happened to be scrolling. I was like, oh shit, he's kind of nice.
Yeah, so I need to work on that angle. Which is tricky because my love is strictly creating, so it's hard for me to get out of creating mode.
Shout out to you for hitting me back, though. A lot of people, you reach out to them, and I don't know if it's, the whole who's this dude hitting me in my DM or who,
I'm mad sketchy on the DMs. I'm like, so sorry if I was like mad sketchy on them because I'm always
I don't give a fuck.
I'll
DM anybody.
Like, yo, what up? I try and answer every request that's like a real person in my DMs, but you never know who the fuck's on the other end. So I'm always like poking back. I'm like, yeah, what's going on, man? How you doing? So sorry if I was like a little weird.
So did you second guess inviting me to the studio today?
Oh, well, when I dropped the studio and then in the morning I was like, oh shit. I kind of just like dropped where I was going to be. I don't know who this guy is. I was like, let me unsend these records.
Yeah, I figured that's what happened. I was at work like, yo, where the fuck is the address?
I was like, if this guy's not pulling up, my address is gone, bro. It's not coming up.
Dude, it was too late. It was already in the GPS. It was,
So fuck me. I would have been caught. But, yeah, you see. But it works out. Like, like I was saying, I love, I'm always in my DMs because you never know
who's going to hit you up.
Who's there. I'm not like too cool to answer my DMs.
So are you like into a lot of bullshit? Were you worried about who might be coming through?
I'm definitely not anymore, but you never know though. You know what I'm saying?
So you used to be into a lot of bullshit. From the music I was listening to coming out, that's what it sounded like. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I used to fuck around.
Shit happens, man,
Yeah, I'm an adult now. I'm very grown. I don't not promote any negativity. Positivity only.
There you go, positive vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to just do music, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's great, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, because from what I've learned, people within the industry don't really want that shit around them.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you're into, so be it, but, nobody really wants to. Any parts of that.
Like I said, I think it's definitely a nice change to do like a positive spin on drill music, especially in New York City. I think that's something that's lacking. I have never seen someone make positive drill music like that.
What do you think about? I did an interview when someone said there's too much drill music. Like this is New York.
I think there's too much.
There should be less of it.
I think there's too much of it, but when there is so much of something constantly, there's something there, right? So there's obviously a love for that. There's something there that's really dope, and maybe we have too much drill music, but maybe it just needs a small change to become something different, and then maybe it just needs to evolve a little bit, and then it's.
Do you consider drill as hip hop? Like
Absolutely.
That was something else. Like someone said that there should be different genres in the hip hop.
I think there is different genres in the hip hop world. Absolutely, there are, and drill is its own genre. But I think it's definitely hip hop, of course. Yeah. I'm still very new to the drill.
Think about all the violence surrounding drill and.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've seen like politicians like are trying to ban the genre. That's why maybe it just needs to evolve a little bit. I don't think it's.
Where do you see it evolving to?
Well, I don't think of me as an artist. I don't think of drill music as the violence behind it. I think of it as the beats. You know what I'm saying? The songs themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be violent to be drill music. You heard that? It's a song about coffee. I think that's a drill song. I wouldn't say that's not a drill song because it's not talking about drilling and killing.
Drilling something.
I think at its core it's about its beats, right?
The music.
The music.
The vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it just gets a lot of bad cap.
Are there any drill artists that influence you, or?
Not really, because I feel like I'm trying to do it differently, and I wasn't like a big drill person before this. Like I was making different shit. I just fell into it because, I don't know. I just like fell into it, but So I don't think I was like influenced into drill by other artists. Like I wasn't listening to drill music before.
How far back do you and hip hop go? Does it start with like Eminem and 50 Cent?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I go far back in hip hop. I've done every type of hip hop you could imagine. I've made it. I've made straight up boom bap spin. That's where I started from, obviously.
So have you dug into like the Run DMCs, the KRS?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
okay.
absolutely. Like
okay.
I like, so I'm saying that's what I was saying before. Like I'm old enough to where it was cool to dig back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nowadays it's not cool to do that. These young guys these days don't do that. I'm old enough to where it was cool to dig back in the crates and pull out some cool shit.
What did your parents listen to when you were younger?
Yo, see, that's the thing is my parents never really like put me onto music. That's why I think I found hip hop, because my parents were never like all my friends. They're like, oh, your parents never put you on that? I was like, nah, not really. I kind of just like fell onto my own way.
Were you ever into like, well, I guess you'd be a little too young to say, were you ever into breakdancing? And
Nah, I'm definitely like that.
You said you were an artist, or you into graffiti?
Yeah, I was definitely, that was probably one of the first, when I was a young kid, I was just like, graffiti everything, hip hop graffiti. That's like.
You used to tag? What was your tag?
My tag is actually similar to my rap name. It was, that's probably where I came up with TMMYX, is because when I was writing graffiti, I would hate the letter I because it's so weird. So I dropped it and made TMMYX. My graffiti tag was actually IMME, weirdly enough. It's kind of like very similar. I don't know. In my mind, it makes sense, but it's probably hard to explain.
That's all that matters, it's your art.
Yeah, very similar. I don't know if I have any tags around here, or if they're even still up. I haven't done graffiti in a long time, but that was definitely one of my first creative outlets.
Okay.
Graffiti, drawing. I still draw. I still do. That led to Photoshop, all that shit.
You still tag up?
No, I do not. I do not at all. But I do have this game with the VR headset where you can graffiti on the wall.
Oh, Get Out.
So that's good. Oh no, Get Out. You know that game?
No, I was just saying Get Out.
There's
a game called Get Out?
It's a graffiti game called Getting Up, maybe is what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this game is like a VR game where I could spray paint without getting in trouble, so it's great. I support that.
It's nice and safe.
Yeah, it's cool.
No tickets.
No tickets.
So who now do you listen to? Who you listen to in your car?
I'm a big Wayne fan. I've been a Wayne fan forever. I like Drake. I've been listening to like a lot of Bad Bunny recently. I feel like when it comes to like listening to hip hop, I kind of like stick to like the mainstream a little bit too much. People always say that. Like I listen to like probably Thug, like all that. I couldn't tell you who all these other guys are nowadays. People are like, oh, you heard about this guy? I'm like, nah, I never.
What do you think about the whole thing going on now between Mos Def and Drake, where Mos Def is saying Drake really isn't hip hop? And
to be honest with you, I think he is a little salty. So it feels like a lot. I didn't agree with Mos Def, to be honest with you. I don't. I'm a Drake fan, so I thought that you can't deny what Drake's done.
He's a great artist, yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'd say I'd agree he's a little more commercial.
Yeah.
But
who doesn't want to be commercial? What don't you want it? Isn't that what you want?
Isn't that what they're doing it for? Yes and no. Yes and no, I guess. But Drake is dope. I ain't taking nothing away from him.
I love Drake because I think it stems from me being a Wayne fan for so long.
I think they should just do a song together and get it over with,
Nah, no way.
Talk their shit to each other.
Nah, no way. Drake should never even don't even answer it. Let him sit in his own despair. You know what? After I saw that interview, I actually looked up their monthly listeners for that month. I hate to say it. You know what Mos Def had?
What?
2 million for that month. You know what Drake had?
10 million.
82 million.
82 million.
So that's a lot of shit to get beaten by 80 million listeners that month. Just that month. Just that 31 days. To lose by 80 million. I don't mean to say anything crazy, but
that's a big difference.
Maybe you should focus on something else besides talking about somebody else. Maybe you should focus on.
That's a broad statement right there. I mean,
yeah,
I agree with them. I agree with them. I agree with them, and I disagree with them.
Yeah.
Because I feel everybody should be welcome into the culture. It doesn't matter who you are, how you look.
I just feel like that the gatekeeping and trying to keep Drake out is so corny. That's so 2012. It's, you know what it is? I hate, because I'm so vocal about being a Drake fan. I get this all the time. People shit on me. Because for instance, you see I do the Drake freestyles. People comment in my shit that they're like, oh, Drake is such a fake gangster. I hate him. He's not really. He doesn't.
Yeah, I've never really heard him.
People want him to be like this mysterious bad guy. He can't just be himself. Why does everyone have to be have such a negative killer violent? Like everyone's got to be like so violent in order to be cool.
I mean, I guess most Def is just kind of coming from a place where hip hop started in the streets.
But what does Drake have to do to be hip hop? He's got to go. What's he got to do?
I'll go rob somebody.
Right? What's he gonna take? And no offense, but Mos Def came up in a time where no one was really checking. You could say whatever you wanted on a record, and it didn't matter if it was real or not.
Yes and no. Back then, you weren't allowed to lie.
But
if you were lying, somebody was gonna find out. Somebody was gonna check you about it.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot of capping back in the days.
I think there's more now.
There's definitely more now, but I feel like now is realer than ever. You really see people really doing this shit. That's terrifying when you really realize it. Like I think I've been listening to hip hop, right? I feel like I've always known it's cat. A lot of shit is cat. You hear, you listen to Nas,
it's
Biggie,
embellished.
all
a lot of
shit,
it is embellished.
Everyone's talking about
you know what I'll give you? I'll give you that maybe the artists themselves didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I would say that 90% of it
nowadays
did
it's
happen.
terrifying because they're not joking, and that's sick. You really hear this shit like King Bonds and all these guys, bro. That's real. They're not joking. That's terrifying. They're real murderers. That's not funny, and that's not like cool. And nothing about that. I'd much rather have it back where I was,
I hear that.
But so like at what point we need to draw a line because everyone's saying that's not cool, right? All this street shit's not cool, but then Drake isn't hip hop because he's not in the streets. So I think it needs to be cleared up. Where are we at? It's 2024. What's the consensus? Where's the head at?
Good point.
Right?
Good point.
I don't know. That's just my view as a consumer of hip hop. That's it. From the outside, looking on the outside.
Do you do a lot of ciphers and stuff, and battling and that type of stuff?
Not really anymore.
That stuff doesn't happen.
I did just do a cipher tape that I was on for like New York City. With Nick Moody. It's a really dope tape. It's like 50 artists from all over just on it. I don't usually do that, but I just like submitted for it and it got on. So, but that was hard. I don't feel like the ciphers and stuff like that is where the reels and that content lie, and I don't know, like content is so weird nowadays. I'm not sure if like that's how I would drop content is like ciphers and stuff.
But what about just as a means of the culture, not content? Put content aside.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing. How many of these people are doing stuff not for content nowadays? Like, yes, back in the days, it's been a while since you're just chilling, just rapping in a room, right?
There's some dark clubs in Brooklyn where, dudes is just going in just because,
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've been in that scene, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, but I definitely used to be in that scene. I used to love hanging out in that scene, like battle rap, URL, smack type. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just like grew away from that.
Was there like a lot of that stuff where you grew up? Like
Absolutely. I think some of the my memories, like I've been in rooms rapping with like Charlie Clips, DNA. I've really met all these guys and like been in those rooms. So I've been in that generation where it was like sitting in a room, chilling, drinking, rapping, no cameras, just for the art, like just for the culture. But I feel like it's kind of grown away from that.
I met what's his name? Clips. I met Clips one day.
Yeah.
In the casino gambling. I look over.
In the casino.
Yo, what you doing here, man?
Charlie Clips is always in the casino.
Oh, yeah?
Yonkers, bro, right?
Nah, in Queens. He was in Queens.
Right. I bumped into the way I got into all this shit is bumping into Charlie Clips in the casino. I swear to God. So that's so funny that you said that.
He was like, I'm just trying to hit the jackpot and go home. I was like,
That's so funny that you said that because only some people really know that. Like I know Charlie Clips is always gambling, you know. So
got the hot hand.
Yeah. But that's how I really got introduced, into like
battle rap.
That scene. Yeah. Well, I was always a fan. That's how I knew who it was. So
you've been to like these URL battles and all this stuff?
I've never been to a URL battle, but I've been to. They used to have this studio back in the day in Yonkers, the mess hall, where all these guys would. I don't know if Jesus the mess. Do you know if the mess hall is still up? I don't know if it's still up. I remember they were like fighting to shut it down.
For a while.
I remember they were fighting to shut it down. It used to be this really iconic place in Yonkers. It was a big studio, like huge, like staple of New York culture and music, and that's where they'd all hang out. So I actually got invited to go there and kick it with them. Like a few times we would just chill, drink, and you would never know who you'd meet back there. It's like you'd think you're pulling into like this sketchy industrial factory, and you go in there and boom, it's like all these, you know, girls, all these fine girls you see on like VH1 and all the shows, and they're just chilling, drinking, smoking, chilling. So like I thank God I got to like be a part of hip hop when it was like that. But it's not like that no more.
It changed.
It changed.
As a matter of fact, shout out to Diesel Music Studios.
Yeah, shout out to Diesel.
In the house right now.
Yeah.
You know, nice setup. You know, everything sounds good. You know, doing your thing, family.
Diesel's a big dog around here. Okay. He really runs like the whole area scene around here.
Oh yeah.
Swear, because where else are you gonna go? It's the best studio around here.
Music sounds good, man. You know, I like what I see. I like what I hear. Keep it up.
Yo, I swear, like his mixes, at least in the last year, have been like, because I'm always on.
So you recorded all the stuff on your IG. You recorded and mixed all of that too?
It depends. If I'm doing like a little freestyle, I'll probably just do it in my home, and it won't be that good. But at least I know how to mix it.
Like Help and Rosewood and all that?
That's all Diesel.
Okay.
All Diesel, yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
Official. And who did the production?
I think this guy Grantastic Beats on Instagram did Rosewood and Help.
How does that work? You know somebody from Instagram, they send you beats.
Same thing, bro. I'm always checking my requests. And I get a request, and people will be like,
regulate payment, and is it just a barter agreement?
I am so cash up front. Like I have no problem shelling out cash because I know how it is out here on the other side. Money talks, so I'm so quick to throw it on cash. If something I fuck with, you send me a beat and I fuck with it, I'll buy the stems on the spot.
What's the going rate for a beat now?
It depends. I've seen beats. Well, I really think you should be buying. First off, I don't think you should be buying just the basic $25 lease.
25. I've seen those.
Skip
I got
the $25 lease.
Beats going for sale.
Buy your stems every time. If you're not buying your stems and you're not mixing with your stems, then your song's never gonna sound that level. You know what I'm saying?
No
and it took me a while to realize that. I feel like I always knew it, and then part of me was just like cheaping out. And then you make a fire song, and then like it doesn't hit. Like I have songs that I used to love that were my favorite songs, and I listen to them like 5-6 years later, and I'm like, dang, that's just the MP3 beat. Like, it's not even I never uploaded the wave. Like you learn little things as you go. I converted the MP3 to a wave and uploaded it, and you can hear the difference now.
What was your inspiration for like songs like that, like Rosewood and Help and?
I just like catch like a different vibe. I think I had gotten away from like really spitting for a little while. Like sometimes like you see like I make different type of shit. Like I just make drum music here. I got away from like bars for a while, and I wanted to just show myself I still have like the pen.
Stop doing that, man. Don't ever get away from the bars.
No, yeah, exactly. So I wanted to show myself I still had the pen, and that actually helped a lot because that song has gotten me other features with serious like rappers and shit. And I feel like thank God I went back to boom bap a little bit, spitting, like really spitting, because now I'm doing songs to like people that I'm like, oh shit, I kind of hold my weight when I do that, you know what I'm saying?
I saw Rosewood and I was like, hold the fuck up, what he talking about here? Let me listen to this, man. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah, like I had some big features this year with New York artists that could really spit, and I feel like I could hold my own with them on. And
what was your biggest feature?
Well, they're dropping this year, so.
Oh, you can't talk about it.
I got a song. No, I'll tell you. I got a song with Chris Rivers, Pun Son.
Dope.
Dropping April, And then like Emilio Rojas, like I said, he's a real dope rapper. He's super valid. And I think it takes hearing you on the song with them to really be like, yo, I got hold my own, you know? So
you was doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
Who's I forget one of the songs you had a feature on. Who was
Nick Caution probably.
Okay.
He's from Pro Air. He's he's signed to Joey Badass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
pretty dope. Yeah.
He's a super dope rapper too. He's somebody that as I've been coming up from even through the SoundCloud era, he's been someone I've been compared to for a long time. So like that's how I actually found out about him as an artist. Like sometimes I'm so under a rock, people be like, yo, you sound like this person. I'm like, oh really? And I check him out, and he's like a huge artist. You know, I'm like some nobody. But
give everybody your attribute. What's like? Where can they find you on Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram.
Starkiller
Tmmy X.
It's not Timmy. It's TMM.
TMMYX. Starkiller TMMYX. On Instagram, on Spotify, it's TMMYX. Apple Music, all that stuff. Yeah, that's where you find me at. Right. Everywhere. Just type in if you just Google TMMYX, it'll come up. If you Google Starkiller, it'll come up. If you Google all of it, it'll come up. So.
How long have you been recording?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years?
Over 10 years. I used to record in my laundry room on like my aunt's laptop.
Is that on YouTube somewhere?
Nah, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I used to do like little remixes too. Like I used to take if they had a song on the same beat, like multiple people, I used to cut them all up, make them like one different version with all my favorite shit back in the day. That's probably all on YouTube. Deep, low cut. But nah, that's like when I was like super young, like 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Like that was when YouTube was like brand new. I used to make like I remember I used to take songs when they were brand new.
What was your name back then?
No, I don't think I had a name back then. I think I just was like under YouTube, whatever my YouTube account name was. I was just dropping. I used to try and take songs. Like I remember The Game and Lil Wayne dropped an album like The Red Tape or something like that years ago. And I got mad views because the night it came out on like LimeWire, I downloaded the whole album, I put it all up on YouTube. Like that's what I was trying to do back in the day. So I've been in this shit for a long time, like trying to like figure it out. But
what are your plans for your music?
Right now, my plan for this year is just drop a song every month, and then focus on the content side of it. I'm trying to figure out the reels. You keep saying the content. I know because it's so hard for content. Me. And that sucks, but that's what it's all about. Huh. Instagram controls careers nowadays, so unless you have that shit.
What do you think about that? About Instagram controlling the career?
I think it's terrible. I think Instagram is too much power. Spotify is too much power. Instagram, the blue check controls who is on and who is not. It really is such a terrible thing. It controls your respect you get, your followers. Like, I'm grateful that I've bumped into bigger artists that'll give me a chance to do a song with them, even though I don't have followers. I got 4,000 followers. So I'm lucky that some people that I consider famous will do a song with me. Some people won't even check their DMs and see that. So at the end of the day, it almost doesn't even matter how good you are. You could be the best rapper in the world, right? If your content ain't jumping. If you don't have an Instagram account, nobody knows who you are. It means nothing. So, like I post dope freestyles, and guess what? I record it on my phone. It looks like ass. Nobody watches it. Nobody cares. It's true. It's the truth. Content, Instagram runs everything. It's sad to say that, but it's the truth.
How did you link with Chris Rivers?
Honestly, I just spam DM'd him.
And he hit you back?
I spam DM'd him. I dropped I had written something that I had, like, I came here with a beat and something in mind. I wrote a verse, like, intended with him fully getting on the song. I came here to record the song like he said yes already. I blew up his DMs and I fucking emailed it to him, and he tried to email me back like he was like his manager type shit. I was like, bro, I know it's you. I said, bro, you fuck with this shit or not? He's like, yeah. He sent me back a song like 2 days later.
That's what's up. And how you think it came out?
Yeah, he went in on that shit. But you know what? I knew he was hungry because he was posting like freestyles every day on Instagram. Like, so I knew that he was just writing songs. I was
this
like,
is recent. I remember like a while ago.
Yeah. So every day he was posting freestyles. It's like I was like, if I send something to him and it just catches him the right way, I know he'll get on it. So then, boom, he just sent me back like 2 days later.
How you think you held up with him?
I think I held my own. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I held my own.
See, his dad was a monster.
He is a monster.
He's a monster himself.
He's a serious monster. I said to Diesel, me and Diesel always sit. Diesel's done all my big features. I said that I don't think there's ever been. I hold my own with everybody. I don't think there's been a big feature that I had that outshined me, that's done better than me on my own song, besides him. That was the first time. I was listening to that shit. I was like, damn, he got me. You know, so but his shit is serious fire on that shit.
And when is that coming? When we gonna be able to hear that? What
I
month?
think it's April. I think
April. That's April.
Is the song, yeah.
So we were talking before about singles versus projects.
Yeah.
And everybody's moving with the single.
I'm trying to treat a single like a cheat code right now. So in my mind, how I'm doing this for this month is every single I'm going to use it as a chance to gain a whole new audience. So like if that was a project, it wouldn't make sense. All these songs they don't make sense together, right? But I could drop one song, make a super fire reel. I hate to get back into content. Make a super fire reel with it and promote it. At the end of the day, I don't really care about my followers I have now. I'm always trying to reach new people. Followers. So if I do a song and I just promote it to all new people, I'll find the people that like it, bring them in. Then with the next song, I might have one song that's drill. I'll get a whole audience, bring them in. The next song, it might be a boom bap song with Chris Rivers. I'll do a reel for that, bring those people in. At the end of the day, all I really care about is the attention on that song. If that song is busting and it does crazy on the streams, and that song finds its audience, then I'll be doing good at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I treat each song like its own thing. I'm not worried about, like, if you were to put them all together as an album, it wouldn't have that same effect. You know what I'm saying?
What are your plans ultimately for your music career?
I don't really have expectations. I really am so happy with myself for what I've already done. Like 13-year-old me is like, bro, I'm good. I made songs with people that I grew up listening to. I've done things that I'm proud of. Like, I'm not really in it for anything else. Like, I don't care about money or anything like that. I'm in it for the sport. So if I can keep making songs and doing dope shit, that's good enough for me. You know?
Dope. And I think that's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the money is where it gets fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
it goes left easy.
I have no problem. I have a 9 to 5. I got no problem going to my 9 to 5 and doing this on the side.
Ain't nothing wrong with working. That's right.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about none of that shit for me. Like, yeah, I'm trying to learn the business side and go more into it. But at the end of the day, it's really about creating for me. I love waking up, rolling out of my bed. I got my studio right here. I'll do that forever till the day I die, regardless of posting, dropping music. Like if the internet shut down tomorrow, and
still be making music.
I'll wake up, I'd make a song every day. It has nothing to do with releasing, nothing like that.
Okay.
You know?
That's love.
Making music is like playing video games for me. It's like something to do. I get up, I'm like, yo, I'm bored. I'm just trying to fuck around on this shit. You know, I'll go set the mic up. That's like what I love to do is make music. I love to rap. I love to do all that
How
shit.
many songs would you say you have in your catalog?
I actually sell a file. I always post it all the time. I'll post it on Instagram. All my unreleased songs that just never made it. I have a file of like over 1,000 songs, and I will send it to you for a donation. If you Venmo me $1, I will send you this file with 1,000 fucking songs on it. And I do it all the time. There's like a couple of people I've gotten, not very many, but people, if you're a really big fan of me, I'll be like, bro, take this fucking file, bro. You like my shit? This is 1,000 songs that you've never heard, man. You know, ideas that I come up with, things I make in my room, things that me and Diesel have sat here making for hours, and I just never end up dropping it. I have a huge file of everything. And I'll send that out. Because you know, you'll bump into people that really genuinely, me as a not big artist, to have a super fan is amazing. I'll send that right, no problem. You know?
What do you think about where we are musically right now, the whole hip-hop scene?
Where we are in general? I think it's the most opportunity anyone's ever had. Well, that's actually not true. I think 2017 was the time. But it's getting harder and it's getting easier at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's benefits of
Why do you say it's
time.
getting harder?
Because of the...
Pause.
Because of just how populated it is. Everyone's a rapper.
Oversaturated.
Oversaturated, everything. But at the same time, the oversaturation is leading to people developing these new things. Right?
Just fix your microphone.
Oh, shit. My bad.
No, you look good, bro.
I think the oversaturation leads to people discovering new routes. And that's what evolves and pushes everything. And it creates like whole new things. So it's kind of a gift and a curse. It's a double-edged sword.
Where do you see it going from here?
I don't know, but I hope it keeps evolving because I love it. I love everything about it. I love every genre.
Where would you like to see it go?
I love every aspect of it. I love bars. I love melodic. I love every genre of hip hop. So I just hope it keeps evolving. I hope it gets even more crazy. I hope it just keeps going. I hope that more genres keep coming out. I hope that people just do their thing. I hope people make a lot of money off it. I hope people do their thing. And
I mean, I love to see people.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, I'd love to listen to some new dope shit. So I hope everyone just keeps making dope music. I hope I make dope music. I hope everyone does their thing.
You got some dope shit. Like, caught my ear. You know?
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I try out here, trying.
You're doing your thing.
Hmm.
Courtesy of Mr. Diesel as well, right?
The big Diesel dog.
It's all a day's work.
How much time do you spend in the studio here?
I spend a decent amount of time. I think I'm in here at least every Monday. I try to be in here more.
That's official.
Yeah. I do have my studio in my room, so I'm clocking serious time in there. When I come up with an idea and I have a song, I get a beat, I have a song, I have everything, I'll bring it all here, perfect package, and me and Diesel will execute it. Like you've seen that song I made that song in my room a week ago. I come here, we do it on his vocal chain where it's all legit. He can real mix it, real master it.
So what deciphers what you bring in here?
I think when I love it, I'll make a song. If I make a song in my room and then instantly I'm like driving around and I'm like playing the shit mix from my bedroom. If I'm bumping it and I can't get that out of my head, the first thing I do is I text Diesel. I'm like, yo,
let me work on this.
Yeah, when are you free? Then I start bothering him about when he trying to interrupt his schedule, all that.
So every Monday you
I try to. I mean, obviously, I got a bunch of shit going on. Diesel's got a bunch of shit going on, but we'll try and make it work. I've been trying to get in here as much as possible.
What about you? Do you stay pretty busy now?
Yeah, man, we try. I mean,
how many different rooms in here?
There's 4 different rooms here, but yeah, I mean, we pretty much this is my full time. You know what I mean? So I'm in here every day.
And this spot is pretty. If you are a serious artist in this area, you're probably coming here.
Yeah, I think from Westchester. I mean, we get people from all over. If you're from Westchester, you definitely know.
Yeah, if you're from the 904 area,
I have people
coming here.
from out of state. Connecticut, Jersey, I've had people come up from Texas,
Oh wow.
They book a hotel for the weekend and we just lock in, you know what I mean? They do the whole project.
This is definitely the spot to go to around here. I've tried a lot of places, but this is like my home right here. I feel
happy with it. Feel comfortable.
Yeah, and I'm blessed that Diesel's I've worked with a lot of engineers all over. I've been to before I came here. I used to go to famous studios. You pay all the craziness, all that, and you don't get that same. I consider Diesel like a close friend of mine. We sit here and we make a song. We're both making the song. It's not somebody just hitting spacebar, So
you take his advice.
Yeah, he'll tell me, "Yo, bro, that shit is trash. Delete it. Boom." I've been with engineers that sit there and they'll let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Double it up, right?
Yep. He's just sitting there. You want to do it again? And I'm going, "How's it sound?" He goes, "How's it sound to you?" I can't do that. I love to work with people. That's a big thing to me. When I work with somebody, whether it's when it's the engineer, the guy recording the thing, the guy that's making the cover art, I want them to be just as passionate about it as I am. I want them to be really care about it, to be their craft.
We were talking about that too. Where do you see AI taking music?
Yo, AI is scary, bro. AI is seriously scary. AI is gonna be changing a lot of things. It already is. It's changing tons of things. You don't even have to buy a beat anymore. You get AI steal the stems. That's insanity. You get AI be whoever you want. You can get an AI Drake feature too.
I was just about to say you get you a Drake feature.
Yeah, you could do that's scary too because you could take
Matter
a
of fact,
feature.
Somebody please do that. Make a Drake and Mos Def song.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
AI.
that'd be crazy.
Let them battle on AI.
You could take a and just from I've worked with big artists, you could totally upload a song and tag them and have it really pop up under their Spotify and they might not even notice for like a week. You could probably if you did a real big song with somebody, you could probably let it skate for like a day or two, and you might get a lot of shit before that gets taken down. You might get a couple good streams.
A lot of traction.
You get AI like not obviously you wouldn't be able to AI like Wayne, but you could do like I bet you could AI like Sexy Red and get like Sexy Red feature, probably let it fly for a whole day before anybody realized.
And then what happened? They flag it and take it down.
Take it down, but guess what? 1 million people find your page between then. Like that's, you know.
What about Sexy Red? You like her music?
Absolutely.
You do. You do a song
absolutely.
with her?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Would I do a song with her? I don't think she would do a song with me.
Why?
Cause who am I?
Dope rapper.
I don't think so, but she's cool. I think she's definitely cool.
Just try sending her some stuff, like you did Chris.
maybe. No, I don't know. I don't think so, but she's cool. Yeah, she's dope.
Who you fuck with right now? You say you listen to a lot of Wayne.
I listen to Wayne. I listen to like more mainstream shit. I guess recently I've been listening to Drake because that album came out like a little while ago. Besides that, I feel like I listen to like local artists more. I keep in tune with like people that I fuck with, you know, like around here type shit. And just me. I don't know. I feel like I listen to me the most. Is that stupid to say? I don't know.
No, he should be your
I listen to
biggest
me
fan.
like 90% of the music I listen to. It's just my own music because I'm just making every day. You know? Like, and then if I'm in my car, like today, for instance, on the way here, I put on Spotify. I was listening to something. I just let it go on shuffle. Just because I didn't want to listen to my song so much before I came here, and I did it. Because it'd alter. I don't want to listen to the demo so much before I show up here and re-record it. Because then it'll alter.
Have you ever sent music to the Locks or anybody like that? You from the area?
We got Big Diesel right here. This is the engineer for the Locks right here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I've definitely tried to work with them. I probably could if I wanted to. If I really went on it, we could. Diesel could set it up, no problem.
Okay.
I just think it's all about timing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do have a video. Sheik Luch did a promo video for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that on your?
On my
YouTube,
Instagram. If you scroll on my Instagram, it's on there.
Okay.
That was a while ago. That was like 2019. But yeah, they're
She just
accessible.
like bigging you up, or yeah.
Just one song I did. Yeah, a song I did. He was just shouting it out.
Okay.
Hopefully he listened to it, but he was shouting me out. He did the promo for me. That's dope. They're pretty cool. They're pretty like, they treat the area well. They do a lot of songs with local artists. So
They're really, really down to earth. Like,
yeah.
I fuck with that.
I know. I met Styles P. I have a little bit of history with him for a while. So.
Styles is mad. Like, for instance.
Yeah.
I ran up in the store and was like, "Yo, can I do an interview?" And he could have told me to get out my store. Like, who are you? But he was like, "Nah, come back on Monday." And I came back Monday, and he was like, "You ready?"
That's fire.
That was, you know.
That's cool. He's a cool guy.
That was love. I appreciate that. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things on my checklist I'd love to do, is a song with Styles, but just when the timing's right. You know, I'm not gonna force anything.
Yeah. Don't force anything. I'd say.
Yeah.
You know. Just don't ever come out the way it's supposed to.
Right. I'm sure my big dog Diesel could set it up if he wanted to.
He's sneak you on a track.
Yeah. He could set it up.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm a huge Locks fan. Definitely huge Locks fan.
You listen to a lot of them growing up too?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, for sure. I got cousins that are like still only listening to Locks, like, you know. I go around them and they're like serious, like bars only type. You show up and they're like, I'll play something, they're like, turn this shit off.
Yeah.
Put on.
What you talking about? Yep.
Yeah, turn this shit off. This and that. They probably agree. They'd be like, Drake's not hip hop. That's what type of my cousins like that, you know. They be like, Drake's not hip hop. Put on Styles P.
Like I listening to the music, I would have thought like you would have said you had a Jada feature somewhere buried in there.
I have a song that I was planning on. We were working on it, but it just didn't come. It wasn't in the cards.
Didn't happen yet.
Not yet. It will.
Yeah, I was about to say it will.
I'm looking at you, Diesel. Pressure's on.
Bro, you know what's crazy though? Like, I mean, not this is probably for another interview, but like even the Chris Rivers song, he was like, "Yo, I'm doing a song with Chris Rivers." Before he did a song with Chris Rivers, he recorded the song, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the feature." You know what I'm saying? He already knew what was gonna happen with it. So
I was calling it.
Yeah,
I just had the energy. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
Like,
speak it into existence.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the Styles, probably. You know what I'm saying? He already recorded it.
yeah.
It's already done.
I'm ready. All I need is him. You know what I'm saying? Like the song is there. I just need him on it.
I think
That's
it's the
it.
craziest shit. He's like, he already puts it out there, without them being on the song, and he already knows like this is who it's for.
Hopefully,
and then it
we'll
happens.
see.
So,
It's happened a couple times.
yeah,
Man.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
getting
crazy,
lucky,
bro.
you know.
That's crazy.
You know, that's why I always say like it takes. Sometimes that gives me the confidence that these are people that I grew up listening to. You know, so like, for them to listen to my song and send it back with them on it, it's like huge to me.
I have a computer that matter of fact, I gotta go get it. It's in my mother's basement with probably like every mixtape they did back in
For real.
2000,
Yeah.
2002, to all of that with Super Mario and all of that. I probably got every one.
Yeah,
Like they did a lot of dope music.
lots of dope music.
Lot of
man.
dope music.
And I'm so glad that they're like. I'm so glad that I'm from this area, man. Like, I couldn't imagine being a rapper, especially a white rapper, but from anywhere else in the world. Like, thank God. I feel like this is kind of like the 904 is kind of like a home of hip hop. So that's kind of like, I don't know. That's where I kind of can have roots to the game.
I was
here.
kind of dancing around that. I didn't want to be an asshole.
No,
but
absolutely. I
Do
completely
you
embrace
do
it.
you get a lot of flack being a white rapper? Do people say, "Oh"?
I
what
feel
the
like
fuck you
online
talking
more.
about?
I feel like online more. I feel like if you know me locally, it's not really a much of an aspect that I have to deal with. But online, yeah.
Do you
absolutely.
feel like you gotta go extra hard for that?
Sometimes I feel like you do, and then sometimes I feel like I don't have to. Like sometimes I feel like that could coast you alone, you know, especially with the drill stuff. Like I just did a drill video. I think being white will probably coast that video to much more views than it would have gotten. But then when it comes down to getting attention, like so, for bars, I feel like when you walk into a cipher, you're gonna underrated off the bat, and then you have to prove yourself. But the other stuff, I feel like it helps you more. You know, it totally helps. Doing like if you do something crazy, as like a white dude, they'll be like, "Whoa, let me check this shit out." And me doing this drill video, they'll be like, "Let me check this shit out."
Let me hear what he's saying.
Yeah, but like if I step into a cipher, they'll be like, "All right, you could go last." You know, you.
You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. So, but not around here where I live. I feel like
Slav.
I've proven I've grown up with everybody around here. Everybody knows what it is, so I'm not underrated around here. I feel like
I feel like
Like I
people
said-
gotta hear you though.
around here, not really. I feel like they
No,
know.
I'm saying in general, like, bro, you could tell if someone's whack off, like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like,
Once
bro,
they open their mouth.
You know, like, if I hear it, bro, there's cringy white rappers. For the first 5 seconds, like, yo, this shit is cringy. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
hang
saying?
out with a couple of them.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, like, you know.
But I love music so much. Even after the first 5 seconds, I'd be like, all right, well, maybe he's just warming up. Let me let him go a
Yeah.
little more. You know.
I don't know.
Nah.
I mean,
No.
you know.
Especially if you're white, I don't know, man.
Yeah. No, it definitely has its positives and negatives. And me going through all of the genres, I've seen both. I feel like right now it's kind of maybe a benefit. I'm not sure. We'll see. I feel like it's a little different, you know, depending on what you're doing.
So we said we're not doing no projects. It's all singles.
Yeah, right now. Right, it's singles right now.
Every month, every
Every month.
couple weeks,
I'm
every
trying to
month
do
a
one
single.
every month, single.
And what do you put it up everywhere?
Everywhere. Every single where. Instagram, it'll be on the sounds, it'll be on TikTok sounds, it'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit.
And how does it come back financially? You found.
I try not to worry about the financial side. However,
You don't
they
worry
got-
about it, but
No,
you
no, no,
gotta
that-
look at the
no,
little
but like
table that says.
I'm so fucking lucky that I had a team that like me and my friends, I have a couple good friends. We all grew up. We really got deep into this. We all learned together how to organize all of that shit. So if I were to do
That's
it
dope.
alone, I'm not the type of person. I would have never figured that out. Thank God I'm blessed to have like a team of people that we all figured it out. I have all my songs going to a record union bank account with all that BMI, all that shit. I don't know how to do that. Thank God I'm so lucky I have
People
all
that
my
do.
people. My cousin Tyler does all that shit. He's a nerd for that shit. He keeps track of it. It's me and other artists, and he maintains everybody's shit. He's sending out cuts and all that, and I just leave it in this bank account. I use it, spend it on promo, but yeah, it can be profitable. You can make a couple $1,000s off this over time. You're never gonna make some money, but
Overnight,
you let
yeah,
it
yeah,
sit,
yeah.
and that bank account gets a couple dollars in it. You know.
Like, I don't focus too much on the financial aspect. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm more interested in hearing who's coming out with what's next, who's hot.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at with it. Like my accountant was like, "Well, what are you doing? Is this a business or is it a hobby?" And I was like, somewhere in the middle, you
Somewhere
know?
in the middle. I'm definitely taking a loss on most songs. Like I will spend probably.
Shout out to Tri-State Financial.
I'll probably spend. Sometimes I spent like $1,000 on a song more, and you'll never get that back. But you could try and do something over time. You know.
That's a good question. On average, what does it take to put a song together?
Well, you gotta think, the song. It's gonna be at least, you know, maybe if I even get it done in one session, that's like 120 to 150 just for the session to get it done. Then you're talking, you gotta buy a beat. If you want to buy a beat with the stems, that's gonna be 100 to maybe even 300 plus for that. But that's absolutely necessary. If you want to shoot a video, that's 500 to $1,000 right there. Then ads, that's incorporated into every cost. If you're not spending ads, no one's gonna see it. You drop a song to nobody, so it could very quickly add up over $1,000, especially with a music video, shooting the price up, and then now you're sitting there going, I gotta make $1,000 on the song. It's not gonna happen. You know?
What about what's his name? Jadakiss's son. You should try doing a song with him.
Oh, and honestly, I
Pretty
never
dope
heard of
too.
him.
No, he's pretty
Nah,
dope.
Drop me his Instagram. Maybe it'll
He's
be on the
pretty
song
dope.
next. You know?
He's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he fire? I'll check him out.
Yeah.
For sure, I will get him on it. I will spam his DMs. He'll be on some shit. Fucking. I'm always looking for people like that. Like,
Who you think is dope coming up right now?
dope coming up right now. Well, obviously, one of my best friends, Duval, is like super serious artist. He's not a rapper. He's like on some other like. He's like, I wouldn't even know what to call him. Jeez, what would you call Duval?
Like, I mean, he's definitely on a singer kind of.
Singer,
Post
like
Malone-ish.
melodic, like Post Malone,
Yeah.
like I swear to God, I like showed hit this guy the ropes. Like he was just like into music, and I was really trying to be a rapper, and I met this kid, and I was like, yo, you have to do some shit. And this kid has like exponentially like gone way past my career. He's doing 10 times more numbers than me. And like he's just like the dopest fucking guy. He's like, and he's just effortless with it. But he's super dope. This other guy, John Love, that I really fuck with. Like, I think he's from like North Carolina. Super dope rapper. Just like, I don't know. I find these local guys and I like attach myself to these guys and I like just get obsessed with them. I don't know. I couldn't think of everyone off the top of my head, but I'm always checking for like new guys.
That's where it is. That's
You
where
know
it's
where I
at.
find a lot of people? People follow me on Instagram, and every person that follows me on Instagram, I check them out.
And
And if you are dope,
musician.
I will fucking spam like all your shit. Like you'll like my sponsored post, and you're like, "Oh, this guy's dope. Let me follow him." I will follow you back, and I will spam like all your shit if you are seriously dope. Because you'll find people with like 200 followers that just don't know how to navigate social media, but they're fucking dope rappers.
that's me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'll post my shit and be like, all right. Next.
I understand that shit because so
you have a team that deals with all of your promotion and your.
for the most part I try and keep it all together. I try and do as much as I can, but for some things like I just don't know how to do this stuff. Like the ad stuff, I'm very like naive on ads. I've done it before and wasted a lot of money, so it's just nice to have somebody that will offer their service. You know, it's not like they're doing it for free. It's like a pay for service. This guy knows what he's doing. He's not fucking around. You know.
How much do you pay these people?
Last time I think I paid $120 or something like that, and then on top of the ad cost, so I did like another $300 in the ad cost itself, but I paid him $120 to run the ads.
Just like it's funny you say that. A guy hit me up on, I think it was Instagram.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, you need help and getting some views and doing this and doing that." And
yeah, I'm very cautious with that though, because there's a lot of.
That's what I said. I said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Well, 5 songs, $50." I was like, "What's $50?"
Yeah,
you know?
I'm definitely. You definitely got to pick people's brains. Like I picked this guy's brain for a long time before I decided to let him.
So I gave him $30. I'm waiting to see what happens with my $30. You know, but you know, I figured it's $30. You know, drink $30 or you smoke $30. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind spending small money like that. It's the big investments, you know. I think nowadays it's up there. Like to make me sit down and negotiate it, it's got to be like $1,000. If you're like, oh, I'll do something for $30, I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead, do it. You know.
That's what I said. I was like,
yeah,
go ahead. Let me see what happens.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything happen yet though, but you know, we'll see. You know. I had a guy tell me, "Oh, give me $1,000 and I'll do a promotional post for you."
Yeah.
It's like $1,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. I had someone hit me up a couple weeks ago, and they said that they're.
I think he blocked me because I didn't get back to him.
If they block you, then it's over. Then they're super sketchy. But I had somebody hit me up like a week ago or 2 weeks ago for like a Wikipedia post. They said for $1,000 they'll give me official Wikipedia. And I was debating it, but I just don't feel like I need that at the moment. That'd be fire though. And I was like, yo, let me write it and I'll do it. But he was like, nah. Wikipedia is hard to get on, so I was debating it, but I just don't think I need it. It's not necessary.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Oh shit, Diesel, I didn't realize what time it was, my man.
Are you good?
But it's 10. I don't want to.
10 o'clock. That's what I was talking about when I messaged you. I didn't want to eat up your session. You know.
No, because you know what? I did everything. I only had 2 things on my schedule. We did them both, so I'm done.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But so we didn't eat up my schedule.
What do you want to leave the people with? Like, you know, what's
fucking. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of music this year. If you guys want to check it out, I really appreciate that. If not, then maybe I'll see you on the sponsored post. We'll see. Maybe I'll catch you on the ads then. You know, who knows? But you'll see. But hopefully you'll see it. Hopefully they'll see something.
What you got coming? What's the next song you're releasing?
The next song I'm dropping is the end of this month. I barely made it. The very last day of January. I'm dropping the 31st. I'm dropping No Promise.
So hold on now. You drop first of the month, the end of the month. Like, what's your?
So I've been trying to catch every month. Like I said, January I was fumbling the bag a little bit. It's just starting the month a little late, but I caught it. The last day of January, I'm dropping my song for January. I know it's the last day, but it's gonna count as my January drop. So that's No Promise. I'm dropping on January 31st. Then I'm dropping 2 weeks later, my February drop on the 16th. So I'm kind of like crunching, but that's how it is. You want to do it every month, you got to catch every month.
You gonna send Mos Def a song?
Maybe. I don't know. He'll probably look at it and go, he'll probably tell me I'm not hip hop. But that's all right. I respect Mos Def.
I think he'd listen. I think he'd listen to it at least.
I don't think he'd even check his email.
I think he would.
Those guys don't check their emails. They don't check their emails. They don't check their DMs. I know who does though, because you catch those guys. You know, like if they do.
Shoot your shot, man. You never know.
I'll shoot my shot. I'll try.
That's my new motto. Like, fuck it. Like, I already don't know you, and you already ain't talking to me. So what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I still ain't gonna know you, and you still ain't talking to me.
Yo, yeah. Let me tell you, take the risks, cause I've sent things out there. You think you never get a response back, and you get your response. They send back a verse, and then all of a sudden you got a song with one of your idols that you grew up listening to. So try it. Send it out into the void. Drop your music. Pay for your beats.
What about Eminem? You gonna send him a song?
No.
Why not? He bleed red just like us, man.
Nah, he's
a whole nother conversation.
Shout out to Eminem, man.
I don't think he's where he used to be.
Shout out to Eminem, man. He's a great guy. I don't think he would do a song with me.
Why?
Cause who am I? Why? Who are these guys? Nobody
Why
wants
do
to.
you feel like that?
Because that's how it is.
Timmy
nowadays.
X, man.
That's how it is. Unfortunately, like I've been lucky enough to bump into artists that are
How
cool.
ill would it be if someone that you were listening to when you were 4 years old
I did that
decided
already.
to do a song?
Not
with
when
you?
I was 4 years old, but I've done that already. You know, like boom, I got a song with Emilio Rojas. When I was 19, that was all I was listening to. Me and him got a song dropping in February. Like that's
the
I'm
February
working on it.
16th drop.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. That's like what I live for. Little goals like that. So
So with every song you do a video?
no. I don't think videos are even worth it really.
Why?
Uh,
You
attention
said
span.
content, so what do you
Attention
put?
span. Yes, content. If you could film a video, cut it up into 16 reels and promote every single one on Instagram with like money on ads. I don't think a YouTube video, a 4-minute long video, is the wave anymore. Or that like sideways content. Nobody wants to watch a video like this. You gotta cut the clips like this. I'm telling you, bro.
You're
It's,
talking to me now. But you see, I'm from the TV world where
I
you was
know.
like, your shit gotta be HD, like, you know,
it's not like that anymore. Boom, just like this.
up in your face.
Yeah, or else. Nah, like, bro, I just did a music video. The only reason I did it is because the dude did it for the love. If he was like coming out, if he was like, yo, drop a band on this, he hit me up in the DMs, just random. He said, yo, you want to shoot a video? You got a song random? Sent him a song. He goes, this is fire, meet me. We met up, shot it for the love of it. I would have
He's
never
building-
shot a video.
Building his resume.
I would have never shot a video because I don't think that's the wave anymore. But I will totally take it, the opportunity, and cut it into reels or something like that. But I just don't think that YouTube. I don't know, like YouTube's not like that like anymore. No one's watching music videos anymore, right?
You don't think
But
so?
I still think your content should be there.
Yeah.
Even if
I
it's not-
I agree with that. I'll probably drop the whole
Yeah.
music video. Am I gonna run ads on YouTube on the video?
No.
No. I'll run ads on the reels on Instagram, and if that takes you
Yeah.
to YouTube. But I am I used to be a big advocate of music videos because music videos make you think of a song different. I remember back in the day watching MTV all day. When you watch a fucking music video, it wasn't always 100% about the song. Like the song with the
It was
video,
getting to see the artist and see, you know.
it created like an aesthetic. You love the way that they look on the camera, everything. You fall in love with an artist. Then when you listen to a song, all you think about is that shot. You like that one part of the song because in that video was a certain
Him
way.
doing
So I used to
something
really
crazy, yeah.
heavily believe in that, but things have just evolved so much, you know. So I do kind of. I used to think that so much, but things just changed, man. Things changed. It's all about this now. Nobody wants this. It's this. Flip that phone sideways.
All right, man. I'm gonna take your advice.
I'm
Zoom
telling you,
in.
I don't know what I wish, but it's just not the case. I feel like I'm the only one that watches like YouTube straight up like anymore, right? Like I have my TV and I just have YouTube going, but nobody does that.
I watch YouTube. I like watching YouTube because you can start here. You can start on A and it'll take you to Z.
Yeah,
That's why I like watching YouTube. It'll bounce you around.
I love it, but I just don't think videos are the wave anymore. Everything is on the radar,
On your phone.
freestyle. Like, if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be like this: zoom tight, narrow. We're gonna do like our little content right here. Boom, 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes. 1 minute post.
That's it.
That's it. Nobody
That's what
wants to
somebody
listen to
else told me too. They was like 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's it.
I do it. I do it. How many times you go past somebody spitting, and you're like, "Oh, that's fire." Gone.
Bro, just
You don't
look
listen to
at,
the whole
look
thing.
at the engagement on Instagram, like
Yeah.
how it drops off. Like
Yeah.
the further you go, like people's
Even if you
attention
think it's
span-
fire, what's the chances you're gonna watch the whole thing?
people's attention span, bro, it's like fucking like of a hamster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah. You're not lying.
it sucks, but so you got to use that 1 minute to captivate them. You know?
Put the best shit in that 1 minute.
Yeah.
I
Reals.
feel like if somebody really fucks with you, they'll go.
That's
watch
what I.
video,
That's
you
the
know
way
what
I
I'm saying?
see it. If they fuck with you, they fuck with you. They
Maybe.
gonna-
I think so. That's how I'd have to do it. I think what I would do, for instance, with No Promise, since I do have a video for it, what I would do is you hit the reel,
Yeah.
right, short form in the TikTok aspect, 916, run the ad on it, put the link directly to the video.
Yeah.
If they like it, they'll click and go to the whole video. If they like the song, then that's where they'll get to the stream. But that's also a far way. Like you really have to like something
steps.
to navigate. That's 3 clicks. That's far for attention span. But, that's how you get the people that love your song to your song. That's how you get that replay content. But are people going to go that far is the real question. You got to really have a song they love. To get that 3 clicks, that's 3 pages,
Well, isn't that the aim, to make a song that everybody going to love?
Yeah, but that's the challenge too. That's what the challenge is. It's the name of the game. So.
Tmmy X.
Yes, sir. Tmmy X. Find me everywhere. TMMYX. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
So we just shot like an hour and some time of video, and they're not gonna watch it because they
Oh,
only,
no
they
shot.
only gonna watch 1 minute.
But you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop
You
this
gonna
up
chop
into
it up
reels.
into reels.
And this could be 16 reels. I could promote this for a fucking year if I had to. I could do 1 reel for a month, and I run ads for a month. 30 days. I don't fucking do nothing less than that. So I could do 1 reel. I could do just me talking about that one Drake thing, just me talking about that one Mos Def thing. That's 1 month. Next one, 1 month. And I can go a whole year of just this interview. That's how it is nowadays. You know?
Game has changed.
Game has changed, man. It's evolving. But I love that, though. But I also hate it. Gotta just stay up. You gotta stay dipping and dodging.
That's it.
Yes, sir. But thank you for having me.
Catch me. if
Thank you
can.
for coming out here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming to like my second home here.
Got to come out for a little, hang out.
Yeah,
Always like to hang out, see what's going on.
absolutely.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
FYI, life goes on in real time. Been had bars, y'all behind them cause you steal lines. Authentic so they feel